It's Tuesday, April 21st. It's been a while, Alex. It's been a long time since we've done this, about a month and a half. We missed the whole NCAA tournament, but we're back. NFL draft this weekend, we couldn't, or this Thursday, excuse me. We couldn't miss that. We're going to talk Bears. We're going to talk their needs, their key players, who Alex sees them taking. We're also going to talk just the top 10 picks, going over that list, seeing where the teams fall, who might get taken, where the quarterbacks are going. And then we just have NFL news. We have some scandals going down. We have some trades going down. We have contracts going down. So we're going to talk the whole NFL landscape. Let's get to it. Not my best intro, It's been about a month and a half. We did have our falling out. People don't know about. Alex has been negotiating on behalf of Iran.
Yeah, I can't comment on that, but
yeah, it's a secret. But
we're back.
Yeah,
let's go, baby.
Yeah, we're here, guys. NFL draft. Alex had to leave that situation. Come here. Just throwing a curveball at Alex. Obviously not on behalf of. Hopefully, you never know. I don't know. Again, secret stuff. It's classified. It's classified. So, maybe your neighbor is. Like I said, NFL. Cody.
Not just like my neighbor. Like this is like the connected wall. Something bad's gonna happen to me.
You're just talking like this ceasefire. We don't accept it. And they're like, oh, what are we talking about there?
I could hit the stocks pretty good if that was the case.
Mm-hmm. Alex is short in oil right away. To get after it. Okay, this is not a political podcast. It could be very well. We're still finding our niche.
What a twist we could do. We can go anywhere.
Yeah, we just get rid of the B, become air raid, and just talk about straight war. Don't want to do that, but we are
a history podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, NFL draft this weekend. We're still a sports podcast, so we missed a lot. Missed the NCAA tournament. Congrats, Michigan. NHL playoffs have started up. NBA playoffs have started up. First round NBA playoffs, garbage. Not going to talk about that. NHL playoffs, exciting, but again, first round is always kind of hard to cover when we're not hockey guys. It's exciting, love it. Go Sabres, they look awesome, but we're talking football. That's our niche. Like I said, NFL draft coming up, but first, a lot of news. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the main one that, kind of a little late on, but kind of ties in something that happened today?
Sure. We're probably going to miss some stuff, but we'll just hit the big ones and then probably catch them later, the little stuff that we forgot. So just start with the big stuff and we'll go from there.
Okay. Everyone's made the joke already, but finger locking, what's your stance?
I wish we did pod when this came out. Obviously, at this point, Diana, well, in case anyone doesn't know, at this point, Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel were pictured interlocking hands and having a very friendly conversation at a pool hours away from where they were staying. Anyway, I was gonna say it looks bad, right? But one time when I got my hair cut, on accident, I did this to the barber. She went to high five me for some reason. It was only one hand, but then our fingers interlocked and we both grabbed. We're like, yeah.
How did it feel, though? That was definitely more intimate than a high five.
Oh yeah, it was very awkward, and I was like, I hope that never happens again in my life. But it happened. It happened. So I can't rule it out that it was an accident.
Who high fives her barber?
I don't know why she.
That's crazy alone.
I don't know why she went for a high five, but
that was her first cut she's ever done.
Yeah, probably.
You're just so psyched. I don't know. Again, I don't imagine Diana Russini just gave Mike Vrabel a fresh cut, so I think we can cross that one out. They're also in swimwear, bikinis and stuff. Again, alleged, both married people as well.
Mike Vrabel in a bikini. Yep.
Well, I don't want to see that.
What you had to say the bikinis for some reason.
Well, Diana was. I don't know. That's more intimate than just being a swimwear. We're thinking one piece. No, she's in a two piece.
That's
for
true.
Braves, dude. She's saying they also say there are people there, friends, and not a single person that's come. How do you not pay your friends? Like, yeah, I was there.
Right.
How do you not have one friend stand up? Like, yeah, dude, I was there with them. like all weekend. Here's a Photoshop receipt, something, dude.
Give me a photo that looks like you were there, but you weren't actually there, like from a different time.
Something, man. Something. Yeah. Or go there right now and take pictures. But I'm here right now. And like, no, don't like to say like it was your last week. And you're just taking pictures in the moment. I don't know. Yeah, bad friends. If you have that much money, you're paying someone thousands to get there instantly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can't let this happen. And then now she's out of a job. I guess I don't know what happened. At first they were like, "Oh, this is fine," and then. It was like 2 days. They're like, wait a minute, maybe this isn't fine.
Yeah, the Athletic or the New York Post were like, we stand with Diana no matter what through his allegations. And yeah, 2 days later, they're like, yeah, Diana, you're going to put in your resignation. And she did. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you have to get fired. If again, alleged, we're going to say it just because, I don't think our podcast is big enough to even get looked at to get sued, but I'll just say it. Alleged cheating, just baseline, but everything after this is going to be satire. I don't know. I don't know how you don't get fired. I mean, Vrabel, lucky he's not getting fired.
I know it's a double standard, but I don't know if it is necessarily, right? Like, I don't know. Like, if you're the Patriots, what is it really an issue? Like, I get there's a real issue for a reporter to be whatever, fair and. Mm-hmm. Like non-biased and like you're not supposed to get involved in the parties you're doing stuff with, but there's no real issue as a coach. I know it's bad, like obviously, but like I guess it's morally wrong. I think that's also what it is, and I agree. It's like it's morally wrong, but it's only ethically wrong on her part. I guess if that makes sense.
I guess that's true.
Or what you've signed on to be ethically. Yeah. Whatever.
The only thing I would say is, and it seems like, again, this is where the news came in today, A.J. Brown, it seems like he's going to the Patriots. I guess maybe that's better for Vrabel, but that was like the only thing where it's like, you could feed in tips, you can feed in stuff where like, I don't know, I feel like Diana Russini, like, sources say A.J. Brown, which she said 100 times, A.J. Brown's being an absolute ass in the organization for the Eagles. Who knows who said that? It could be Vrabel. It could be anyone. It could be Vrabel knows someone in the Eagles. So, like, that is where it gets a little convoluted. Again, but, like, is that against NFL policy? No. Like, how many people put out smoke screens and stuff? So, yeah, I get it. Like, it's not a good look. And I think I heard Department takes this. Like, if the Patriots start off slow, and, I mean, who knows? I don't imagine they start off super slow. But, like, if they start off 0-3, things are going to get loud in that building.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, especially you going off last year. I mean, obviously you made the Super Bowl. You were very good, but like the schedule, Drake May, so they're not going to be able to play an easy schedule this year. So just realistically, they should regress.
Yeah,
and yeah, they're going to be under a lot of fire. But at the same time, like, not like the Patriots aren't used to being under fire with weird shit happening. So I think they're more. I think that fan base and that organization is more accustomed to it and more equipped to handle it probably than others. Like, if this was the Bears, everyone would be like, "Oh, we finally had a good season. We're fucking this is bullshit," But it's the Patriots. It would be
the walls are caving in. The Patriots almost like they thrive off like if this didn't happen to the Patriots, they'd almost be. I think they would be worse next year. This is like, they thrive off like us versus the world, even though they are just bad people. Yeah, like Robert Kraft's statistic was actually confirmed getting just like sexual favors in a salon. Like these things, like the Deflategate, which again, I don't believe that's a huge issue, but the Spygate, which I think was a bigger issue. Like these things, then they just come back and win Super Bowls that year. So like,
right.
Yeah, maybe they just drive off the noise. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think they do. So, maybe this will be a positive for the Patriots. It's been a couple years since their last falling out. Well, the last thing was just Brady and Belichick not liking each other anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe just firing Belichick, but that wasn't even really a scandal or anything. I don't know.
No, not really.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens to Diana. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can ever get like a real. I don't want to say a real job, but like a real job. Like you could be like a fake reporter like on YouTube and do all this other shit. I'm sure she'll get views and get money.
Yeah.
But like I don't think an organization is gonna hire her for a long time.
No, not at all. My favorite thing what she did was when the scandal did break. I think she threw out a tweet. It might have been about NCAA basketball. I forget what it was. And it was just like, think she got ratioed instantly. She acted like nothing happened. She's like, wow, what up, like, Michigan going to the final four. I don't think it was that late. I don't know what the tweet was about, but she's like hammered a tweet off like it was nothing. And I was like, Diana. So, yeah, like you said, I mean, I don't think she's gonna get a real job, and I think anything she does, every comment's gonna be about interlocking fingers. Like, you're never gonna see not an interlocking fingers comment on her post. Again, rightfully so. I don't think she should like bully. I mean, whatever. I mean, again, there's families and stuff, so it's a big fallout. But yeah, not great. And then like, is this the only person? I don't know.
Right. Wasn't there stuff before too?
I thought so. I don't know. There's clips coming out of her just saying bad things. It's like, yeah, she might not be the best person. So who knows?
Well, whatever. It's not.
She just likes to get after it, dude. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe her husband doesn't satisfy. Who knows? But speaking of Patriots, said Adam Schefter. Oh, what?
No, just go ahead.
I was say Adam Schefter comes out. AJ Brown probably going to the Patriots. So I don't know what the trade's going to be. It's going to be after the June 1st like cutoff, whatever. So I'm guessing some sort of contract there for the Eagles to save money. But I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what the Patriots are going to give up. Again, I don't know how much he's tarnished in terms of his reputation, because they say, like, I mean, again, Diana Russini mostly saying how much he hates the Eagles. There is some, I think, realness there. It feels like Jalen Hurts just hated by everyone for some reason. But I imagine you still give up at first for him, right?
I would assume so. Probably be a
20... second for DJ Moore.
Yeah, I'll probably be a 27 first. I would imagine, but 27 is good.
Yeah, after June, yeah.
yeah. Could be a 28. Who knows?
True.
Which I guess obviously is better for the Eagles. Like, you don't get it now, but 27 is better draft, and you can't assume that New England's going to be back in the Super Bowl. So
yeah, at worst they win the Super Bowl, you lose a pick. Like there's no risks there.
Yeah, and like I said, it's gonna be a much better draft next year. So like, you're already winning, even if it was the same. In theory, of course. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, like you said, it's for whatever he said. It's like, yeah, clearly it's already agreed upon. Like the trade.
Yeah, Schefter doesn't throw that out there for funsies.
No, and they wouldn't talk about a trade. They'd be like, he's expected to get traded after June 1st, but he wouldn't list a team.
No. So. Again, A.J. Brown going to the Patriots. I guess it's good for the Patriots. Like, you get your number one, which is huge. He's, like, I think 29, which I know you are a big. Once you hit 30, you're
31.
Useless. 30. Okay, 31. So
after 31. You got the 31 season. So he's got like 2 or 3
it's not a bad
seasons.
trade then. If he's got 2 or 3 seasons, it's not a bad trade then. I mean, it's good. Again, he's definitely an upgrade over Stephon Diggs, who was good last year, but I think he'll be able to get over the top balls now. Like, Drake May definitely has a better arm than Jalen Hurts. Like, not even close. So I think A.J. Brown will be... I mean, again, I was listening to it today. I was like, his stats last year on an awful team that everyone said was crap and the worst offense, and, like, he had pretty good stats. I think he had, like, 8 touchdowns or 7 touchdowns and, like, 1,200 yards or 1,100 yards. It's, like, pretty good for having a quarterback you hate and an offensive coordinator who was apparently the worst in the league, according to Philadelphia media.
Yeah, no, he's a good player, obviously. I mean, it's just receivers. What can you do? Like, so you just get some that you just got to get rid of eventually. That just happens, you know? Like, I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurts and all that stuff. I don't know if Philadelphia's, like, throwing out stuff to, like, be like, well, in case they do get rid of him, like, maybe Jalen Hurts wasn't as good as people want him to be, you know? Talking about, like, not changing, like, the plays and, like, not wanting to, like, do certain plays because he can't do it. It's, like, all this weird shit coming out about him. And then the whole thing was, like, they were supposed to be friends, him and A.J. Brown, and it's like, you can't even have that, like, go through. So I don't know whose fault it falls on. Obviously, A.J. Brown's been kind of avoidant for the past 2 years and just been like, whatever, get rid of me, essentially. I don't know why. We don't know the reasons why.
They won a Super Bowl 2 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, I guess if he just wants the ball a lot, I'm sure May will throw in the ball a lot because they don't have a ton else of, like, top-tier options.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's just a receiver, diva-ness of A.J. Brown, which, I mean, is, like, again, though, if he give me 2 bad games of 3 catches for, 25 yards each, is he going to the book right away, dude? Is the book coming on the sideline next game? Like, who knows? Yeah. Like, again, you just don't know. Like, because they're like, oh, he's best friends with Vrabel, but like they shipped him out of there. I know Vrabel kind of said he didn't want to do it or whatever, but like, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't like they were the best of friends. I felt like in Tennessee. So again, I don't know. And like you said, Jalen Hurts and him were supposed to be friends. So how fast does that go away if you start losing or not getting the ball? I don't know. Yeah. It's not even like they're losing. They were good. They were decent last year. Like they were fine last year, and they were great the year before. Crazy, dude.
Well, what can you do? I mean, I gotta get rid of these divas like DJ Moore. I'm just kidding.
yeah, just the quietest, nicest guy. Okay, so other things. You mentioned the draft real quick. We had some contracts. Oh, first, big trade. We'll talk about the trade that involved the draft. Bengals trading the 10th overall pick for Dexter Lawrence to the Giants. So, Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals, 10th pick to the Giants. Thoughts?
Pause. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. It's good and bad. Like, I think it's really good for the Giants. Like, you're gonna get rid of him.
I agree.
Whatever. He doesn't want to be there anymore. Whatever. You can get rid of him. He's coming off a down year. You never know if that's certain or if that's going to come back, bounce back. Especially, I don't know if it's going to bounce back now. You're on the Bengals. It's not like you have a lot around you on the D-line. Like, you had so much around you, especially on the edges in New York. So I love it for the Giants. Like, whatever. That's fine. I don't know what they're going to do interior because they have fucking garbage on the interior elsewhere. So that's iffy, but now you have the draft to recompense that. On the Bengals side, I don't even whatever.
No, I'm just gonna say what a word. Do you know one's using dictionary.com right now? Listen to this.
No.
Keep going.
Yeah, on the Bengals side, it's like, yeah, you upgrade your defense massively, right? Like, I mean, obviously, he's a very good player. They've already made some upgrades. You got, Boyo Mafe, you got Brian Cook as well this offseason. So those are two bigger upgrades for them. When you add Dexter Lawrence, like, the defense should be steadily improved. However, it's like you're going from dog shit to, like, still pretty bad. Like, and now you're going to pay him. Like, they already made a one-year extension for $28 million, whatever. So now you're paying him, and basically, I don't know why you didn't just get Trey Hendrickson. Like, kind of like the same boat if you're only going to have him for a couple years, maybe. Unless you're going to do the same game you did with him where you just try to do it every single year and try to re-sign him for a year, that'd be dumb.
Contract, but it's 1 year or yeah, eventually he's probably like, no, I'm getting old. Give me like a 5-year contract.
Yeah. And it's like the Bengals had an opportunity. I felt like you're not probably going to have a top 10 pick very often. You probably get like a good player for cheap. You have that opportunity and then you spend it, overpay for him. Like, people were expecting like a late first at best. They're like, you're talking like Chargers, you're talking Bears, you're talking probably maybe another team, maybe the Bills even, to trade one of those picks. So that's mid to late 20s, and then you get the 10th pick. It's like, I don't know, man. I guess that's the only way you could have got him, probably. But like, sometimes you don't need to make you don't need to make the deal, And that's how I kind of feel. It's like, are you improved? Yes, like. But I still love the defense, so like he's probably still gonna have issues. It's not like he's the best run defender of all time. He's more on the pass, so like you sign Boya Mafe, like I said, he's also more of a pass rusher. Like, your run defense is still gonna be terrible. So I don't know. Maybe they get like a linebacker in the round 2 that's good at defending the run or something, or another D tackle that's good at defending the run. But
Joe Burrow's still getting assassinated by that paper mache offensive line.
Right. So
yeah, I agree. You hammered everything I was going to say. I'm saying the Giants picking up 2 first-round picks now. I mean, they have the 5th pick and the 10th pick. That's huge for a team that, like I said, they're going to lose Dexter Lawrence already. He was already out the door, so getting 2 picks, you can almost replace an interior lineman right there if you want. They probably shouldn't because you said their D-line. Maybe they should because their interior kind of sucks. But like, you have a running back. Yeah, you have a running back that you can kind of use. I mean, people are saying Jeremiah Love to the Giants. I wouldn't do that, but maybe not. I mean, he's a stud, so who knows? Like, it would change your offense. But you still have the quarterback. You still have the number 1 receiver if he's healthy. you have some decent offensive linemen. You can kind of build around. You can get an air one probably with those picks, and then your defense is like coming up where you get those guys. You have the good edge rushers. Again, if you're the Giants, this is a perfect move. I love it. Like, yeah. Finally, something good for the Giants.
Right, you couldn't ask for anything better. Once this all started going through, like I said, you're probably the fans even probably are shocked at how much you get. Even the fans overshoot typically, but I don't know. Good stuff. I guess the new regime, even though it's still the same GM, but I guess that
Bengals are just the Bengals, dude. Well, I'm saying about the Bengals side, there's just again, I don't know, because I was listening to it, it was the timelines didn't match up. Dexter Lawrence is a little older. I think the Giants are kind of 2 or 3 years away from really competing. They could definitely be in the playoffs this year if they draft very well. Those guys hit, but probably not, but still they could. But the Bengals, yeah, I guess they're in that win now mode because they have Burrow, they have Chase, they have Higgins under those contracts, but this doesn't help you. You're not better than I don't think you're better than the Ravens still. The Steelers, you're probably better than them. I don't know who their quarterback. I don't know what the Steelers are going to be. But how much does this really help you? And like you said, having very limited control over a guy versus drafting. I don't know. Again, you'll talk about draft. I don't think there's any crazy great interior linemen in the top 10. Or maybe there is.
There's not very many crazy good talent in this draft to begin with. So.
Yeah. Again, I think I'll talk about it. I think it's a deep draft, but not amazingly deep. It's weird. It's a weird draft, but yeah, I don't know. I would rather have a guy with 4 or 5 years under rookie control than this. But maybe they're just they didn't want to go through the whole contract with the rookies. They knew the language was gonna be garbage again, like they did with Schmerton or whatever, and then they didn't want to do that. So they're let's just avoid that this year. We have our guy, no contract needed.
Yeah, I mean, I never didn't even think about that. Yeah,
they just want to save on lawyer fees.
Probably, honestly. Yeah. Let's just get a 1-year deal done with him to extend him, and then we'll deal with this in a few years.
Yeah, the language is easy, dude. Yeah. The Bengals are just the Bengals. Again, this might help them. Maybe even if they did make the playoffs, they're not. I can't imagine they go far.
No, and it's if Dexter Lawrence got back to how good he was a couple years ago, of course it's a phenomenal player to add, but at what cost? This basically at the end of the day, that's all the conversation is. Because, like I said, I mean, even if he is as good as he was before, he only has a few years left. Well, I can't say a few years, but you don't know how long you're gonna have him. You're the team that wants to be with the roster control with young talent that can get paid because you're paying a few guys $1 billion, and then you don't do it. It's I don't know. They just keep doing the same spiral. You
notoriously underpay people and don't pay people, and then let's bring this guy that we're going to have to pay right away. It's what are we doing? And I mean, I get you're in a win now mode, but still, Joe Burrow's still going to be there for a few. I don't know. They just keep they do the slow process. Okay, let's actually start building some stuff, and then they're let's just go for it. And it's no, stop, just do it. Just take the process. I don't know. It's great you have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I just keep that duo and then just go for it. But again, I don't know if they're going to get top 10 picks. That division isn't that great. I think they can beat the Steelers. I think they can beat the Browns, obviously. So right there, you have 3 to 4 wins, and then they're going to beat some other teams, in the AFC and stuff. So they're always going to be around 7-8 wins, I think. And that's a top 15 pick, which is fine in the NFL, but not outstanding, not revolutionizing your franchise unless you know how to draft really well. And I don't think the Bengals really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, we'll see. I mean, I saw something. Even it was Burrow weary about Cincinnati, and it's I don't know if that was part of why when they made a move, try to get a win, get better or something. But how could you be weary if you're Joe Burrow, man? You basically held them hostage. I don't want to say held them hostage, but you're getting paid a ton. You drafted Jamar Chase for you. Obviously they're good, but now he's getting paid a ton. It's you paid T. Higgins because you're the one who asked for it. You begged them to pay him instead of trade him, which they did.
And you get hurt every week, which obviously is because you begged these guys to get paid. No offensive lineman coming.
Yeah.
Again, not really your fault. I mean, it is, but
yeah. I don't want
injury part's not his fault. I shouldn't say, but having no line's kind of his fault.
Right. I don't want to say this is the Bengals organization failures are Joe Burrow's fault, but I don't think it's fair for him to be well, I don't know about this team anymore. It's dude, you're a big part of why it's like this.
Yeah, and then Zach Taylor had a job. If he really wanted to hey, I don't want Zach Taylor to have a job, you could have.
Yeah.
Zach Taylor should still be here.
100%. I 100% agree. But
So
whatever. Enough about the Bungles.
other contracts, rip them through. I know you had a couple listed.
Well, another trade that we did talk
yeah.
about. Jaylen Waddle got traded to the Broncos, which
Good trade.
I guess good. Yeah.
The first two, right? I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, yes, it was. I think it's good for both teams. I don't know. I think if Jaylen Waddle stays healthy, which he really never does, then like Broncos get a really good receiver to match up with Courtland Sutton. I think they're like two dynamic, different guys. Well, yeah, I think the Dolphins just need to fully tank, and I think they're finally embracing the tank a little bit ever since. I mean, they have I think like $200 million, they're like 170 in dead cap or something crazy like that. So yeah, they just need a tank, get some draft picks, stock it up, and do what you gotta do.
Yeah, the Tua fucking killing
Yeah, that's crazy.
And everyone else, but yeah, no, I mean, so Miami gets the 30th pick, whatever. I guess you can just get somebody cheap at that point. You just need literally every position imaginable, so it doesn't really matter who you get.
No.
But yeah, like by the time you would be good to get him, well, it'd be, I don't want to say useless, but like he'll be getting older, and
yeah, I'm surprised they don't trade Achane at this point. I mean, he's so good. He's literally the only person on offense. But like, imagine someone give up a second for him.
It's bizarre. It's like they like refuse. It's like they're like every time someone asks, they're like, no, like, we're not getting rid of this guy. It's like we're working on an extension on him too. It's like, all right, you don't have to tell us. You don't.
Yeah, like, we want him so bad that we're extending him. Don't even ask. And it's like, well, they'll go like a second, a third for him, dude. Like they want him bad. Like some teams need running backs, and like he's so good, but. Yeah, imagine him. I mean, I guess they still have McCaffrey, but on the 49ers.
Yeah, imagine him on the Bears.
True, exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised. I would be mind to give him a second for him. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I guess the Dolphins, it's weird because, again, by the time you're good, he's going to be probably done, you know, or close to it. I don't know. Maybe there's like, we need to sell tickets and he's the only thing we got.
Probably, honestly. That's a great point. Like,
I mean, name another person on the offense that's not a quarterback.
Honestly, I can't name any of their linemen. Aaron Brewer, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think Aaron Brewer's putting ass in seats. No offense, Aaron Brewer, if you listen to this. But yeah, I don't think you're putting
James Daniels on the team.
True. Yeah, and then they have the other guy from the Bears. I don't know.
No, Larry Borum. He's on Detroit now.
Damn it, we lost Larry, dude. Larry's gone. So yeah, Dolphins really. I don't even know their quarterback Skylar Thompson. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, their quarterback is Malik Willis.
Oh, it's Malik Willis. Yeah, it's not Quinn Ewers anymore.
Malik Willis. I signed Malik Willis. Like, hey, we're getting rid of everybody, Malik. So I don't know.
We went over this. Yeah. He must have he had to have signed off on this, right? How do you hey, dude, we're coming in. We got is it Michael LaFleur's brother there, right? Oh no, it's Halfley. So the guy from Green Bay, and it's like we got Halfley, dude. This team's gonna be fine. You got Jaylen Waddle, you got Devon Achane. We're working on an extension with him, and then. And then they just ship everyone off, dude.
Yeah, well, I
didn't need to know about the extension, but appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, it makes me feel good, I guess.
Yeah, cool. Let's work on that guy. I don't know. Again, though, but it's like his. I feel like in backups you get a shot, but like it's the Sam Darnold thing. Like, he got a couple, but like you kind of get one shot, and if you don't get it, like if Malik Willis just comes out and just buns because his team is buns, I think people are gonna start doubting him pretty fast.
That's true. It is true, but like you gotta take a starting job when you can get it, I guess.
Yeah,
and
sure.
like all that money that came with it. So,
sure.
I mean, you just spend one season down there. You know, basically get set for the rest of your life, dude. If they get rid of you, they get rid of you. Who cares?
No taxes too. Probably because this is sweet. It's way better in Green Bay. Weather's way better. Okay. Other contracts or trades you got?
Will Anderson got a monster extension.
Highest paid player in the NFL. Not quarterback.
I don't know. It's only 3 years, right? Or something like that.
I don't know exact details.
But it was it was $50 million a year. I know that for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, which is like so wild. Like it was literally like 2 years ago that it was like first non-quarterback got 40, and now we're at 50 already. Like it goes so fast. Like Myles Garrett's not even making $40 million a year.
Yeah, 3 year, 150. Making 50 a year. And he's been a dog, but yeah, I don't know, not Myles Garrett dog, but I mean he's pretty good. And that's the best defense in football last year, probably tied Seahawks.
Oh yeah, they paid him, and then they're paying Danielle Hunter a ton, like $45 million a year too. So it's or 40 something. So it's like, God, I know it's great to have. It's phenomenal to have, but like that's so much money in those just 2 spots. Like one of them goes down, it affects the other person a lot too. So we'll see. I mean, pray for CJ Stroud. I know they've tried to revamp the offensive line a little bit, but not really. So
no, they're not spending $50 million on. I don't know if they're spending that much for the whole line. Like, and they probably are, but like, I don't know, man. They're not spending that much. So again, maybe they're trying to say defense wins championships, which is what Seahawks did, but Seahawks also had a pretty good O-line. So I don't know. Again, maybe they draft a guy, but they need other help. Like Woody Marks. Didn't they get the running back or no? Did they get something? I thought Woody Marks.
Yeah, they did. They got big Dave Montgomery.
Oh, true. So yeah, I guess they'll split time. I mean, I don't know. Again, it's Texans. I'm not gonna break them down. But yeah, good contract for Will Anderson. Congrats on making a ton of money.
Yeah.
No state tax either there, so good job. Other things. You had Darnell Wright got an extension, right?
Not extension.
5th year picked up?
5th year picked up, which is good.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
And we'll leave it at that, because why the fuck would you not pick it up? Like,
I think it's like, how many times do you think in Bears history the 5th year contract's been picked up? I think did it happen with Fields?
It did not. I don't blink.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
He said believe and think, so blink. Oh, what I'm saying. Okay.
I don't blink.
Staring contest just for the podcast listeners. A little staring contest over here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while since the 5th year contracts got picked up for the Bears. I remember them debating Mitch, and like, do we do it? And they just didn't. Yeah, I think same Justin Fields. I don't think they picked it up. By year 4, he was not relevant.
Roquan probably did, right?
Yeah, I think maybe Roquan was the last. Which is 2018 he got drafted? 2017? Even further? He was on 18 teams, so it was 2016, 2017. Great.
Well, yeah. So it must have been 2017 because the Bears drafted Mitch in 2016.
Yeah, 2017. I think Roquan's on the team. Because I think that 2018 season...
That's when they got Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he was, like, fighting his contract that year, remember? Or something. Roquan, like, being at training camp or something. Either way, though. Bears do not pick up many 5th year contracts. So good for Donald Wright. Huge, yeah. Like, so why the hell wouldn't you do it? You're saving a ton of money. But I don't know. That's going to be a contract that comes soon. So we'll see. Okay. On to the NFL draft. This Thursday... I'm excited, kind of. I have a couple questions for you. This draft, like you said, it's not really a deep draft. Not much hype around this draft. Is it because the quarterbacks are just kind of mid?
There's just
like,
nobody.
Not mid, but Fernando Mendoza looks good, but
I just don't think that there's any surefire talents in the draft, like at all. Like, there's exciting people, like you like expect these guys to be like really good, but there's no Myles Garrett. There's no Caleb Williams. There's no Will Anderson. There's no any of these guys that are like
those guys.
Right. Like even like the top defensive guys where you expect to go, where there's no consensus on who the top defensive player is. Like most people say Arvell Reese, it's the DN linebacker out of Ohio State, but then a lot of people saying David Bailey's going to go too. I don't know. And then some people like Ruben Bain is the best guy, but like he's got his issues on and off the field.
Tiny little arms, dude.
Yeah. And I don't know if you just saw that. It came out. I don't know how no one like reported this before somehow, but apparently he was in a car accident like 2 years ago that killed somebody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't go to Georgia.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. So I'm sure teams know about that, but like. Whatever. So crazy. I don't know. There's just no one, and like even like the offensive linemen, there's like, all right, these guys are good, but like there's no stud, there's no Joe Alt, there's no Penny Sewell, So it's like
no
a lot, right. There's like a lot of like good players. There's no like this guy for sure is going to be dominant in the NFL. So I think that's just why. Like
especially
maybe Jeremiah Love.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think in the positions that matter too, like you mentioned, those guys are all edge rushers, quarterbacks, line, But like I said, Jeremiah Love is probably the best talent in the draft. He's a running back, so not many people want to take him high. And then I think Caleb Downs is maybe the other best talent, but he's a safety. So people are like, I don't want to draft a safety in the top 10 or like number 3 overall, even though I think he can kind of play everywhere. But like still, you don't want essentially it's going to be a safety corner in that, not even mostly a safety, in that top 5 pick. So, yeah, I think the best talents are in positions that are generally undervalued or just not valued.
Yeah,
safety's weird. I don't know why people don't like safeties that much, but yeah, he's not valued at all.
Yeah, I think it's just, I feel like you just can get production out of like mid safeties that you can't at other positions probably.
But the best safeties are just stick. Like Kyle Hamilton or Kevin Byard last year. Like these guys are awesome.
Yeah, but even Kevin Byard's like no one even really wanted him when the Bears picked him up. Like he was coming off of like a down-ish couple of years, and then obviously he's good again. So it's just like I think it's system dependent too, like what you want your guys to do. So like you're very pigeonholed with certain prospects on safety, whereas other positions you can kind of like figure it out. Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, again, it's just I'm excited because I always like the draft. I think it's always just a fun time. Though I guess it's less fun when the Bears aren't bad, which is a good problem to have, I guess I should say. But still, Bears still have a pretty decent, okayish pick at 25. So, but first, let me give you your top 10. Give me your top 10. What do you got going number 1 to? I mean, Las Vegas. We know.
All right. We got
So we have Alex's mock draft, then we're going to read off Peter Schrager, see what Alex thinks, and then we'll talk about some Bears.
Okay. All right. Number 1, obviously Fernando Mendoza. I don't think that's really any question at this point.
No.
Not many people defending Ty Simpson at this point.
Yeah, Ty Simpson believers have dissipated.
Yeah, we won't have to talk about Dan Orlovsky. I don't know.
He'll be there. Again, I said this, I think, a couple of days ago, just between us, was like, Dan Orlovsky loves, and not just him, most NFL pundits love, if they're not on the consensus, they love being the anti-consensus just to basically play the win-win scenario. Again, Ty Simpson's great and better than Fernando Mendoza. Dan Orlovsky was awesome. Like, wow, dude. Like they did with Jaden Daniels in year 1. He's like, I said he was going to be better than Caleb Williams. He's so much better. And like you said, Jaden Daniels was the number 2 pick. It wasn't like a crazy outlandish statement, but either way, he got to like trounce on everyone. And then last year, Jaden Daniels hurt a ton and shitty when he wasn't, and crickets. So like, and no one cared. No one's like, oh, you said anything? Like, just again, you're win-win. If Ty Simpson's not better than Fernando Mendoza, no one cares because it's expected. But if he's not, you get to run on everyone. It's just a weak way to look at things.
I agree.
Bad on you, Dan Orlovsky. You do it every year.
And it's like, I get it. Like, if you truly believe it, like, you want to say it, but, like, to, like, flaunt it, like, just, like, so hard, like you said.
Oh, it goes on every show, man.
It's like, dude, like, you can just say you think this and move on. Like,
he comes out with the mock draft and he's like, I have every single show on ESPN, ESPN2 scheduled. I'm going on all of them.
Yeah.
You can go on every single show and say this.
Yeah, and then they just make segments about it. Like, did you see what he said? Like, you're just making up stories to, like, talk about.
Yeah,
anyway.
Like Peter Schrager stories. It's just Dan Orlovsky's first thing. He's like, this is your coworker. It's fun. Love it, dude. All right, we got number 2.
Number 2, I have... Okay. This is tough.
You're
because...
going to go with who you think this media is saying, because we talked about this. The odds have shifted heavily into a certain player.
Well, now it shifted back. Now
Really?
it shifted back. Yeah, so it was Arvell Reese, which I would probably...
Okay, let's say if you're the Jets, who would you pick? That's it.
I would do Arvell Reese if I was the Jets. I mean, the Jets needs some guy that's a superstar. I like David Bailey. I think he's going to be pretty good, but I don't know if he's going to be like that constant game wrecker. For Arvell Reese, he's such a physical, like, not physical. I don't know. You like a
physical specimen.
I want to say physical specimen, but like just more gifted, I guess.
Yeah, like not diverse, but yeah, I guess saying like he can diversify his game a little bit, where it's like he can do a lot of different things. I feel like he's very plug and play.
Yeah, he's like linebacker / edge, so like he can like cover. I mean, you're probably gonna do more of off the edge. Obviously, you're drafting a guy number 2. You're not drafting an off-ball linebacker. That'd be crazy. Which, I mean, we might see one coming soon. But yeah, I would go Arvell Reese, but David Bailey I don't know if he's expected to go. So yeah, we'll just say Arvell Reese for me.
Okay. Yeah, Arvell Reese. So yeah, so I guess I'll just read Peter Schrager's what we're doing. Peter Schrager has David Bailey going number 2. Again, that's where most of the pundits had. And this is an older list. This is from April 6th, I think, or April 6th. So this is 2 weeks old. So you probably knew it coming out honestly today. But yeah, Arvell Reese. So here he has him going 3 to the Cardinals. Who do you have at the Cardinals? Do they take David Bailey? You think?
Probably not.
Ooh. Yeah.
I don't know. They're very mocked. For some reason, there's a lot of smoke around Jeremiah Love, which would be so dumb. So dumb.
It's the Cardinals, baby. That's Arizona football.
Yeah.
I saw Jeremiah Love then trading back in for Ty Simpson. I was like, that'd be so bad.
Yeah. And I don't dislike Arizona's line. They probably could obviously take David Bailey. It probably will be the smart selection there. Either that or an offensive lineman, which would be Francis Mayoga.
For Miami.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just do Bailey, because then I can do some other fun stuff later.
Okay. All right. So we got Fernando Mendoza, Arvo Reese, David Bailey. At number 4, Tennessee Titans. Who do they got?
If I was the Titans, which I'm not, but if I were, I think I would take
Thank God you're not.
I think I would take an offensive lineman. I know it's not the most sexy pick, and I know it's not very consensus. I feel like a lot of them love Jeremiah Love, but I can't buy into the Titans taking a running back. It's like your offensive line, you've built up a lot recently, but realistically, yeah, I don't think you've really hit on most of those guys. I think Peter Skoronski is the only one I'm really confident in to be still there in 2 or 3 years. So
didn't they draft someone last year? Or no, Cam Ward was the first round pick.
No, they drafted a lineman 2 years ago. Well,
yeah.
Skoronski was 3 years ago. They drafted another guy, and I'm forgetting his name, a tackle.
Was he from Alabama? Or no, let's see. Titan.
Alabama, Georgia, or something like that. But then you sign...
Oh, yeah, J.C. Latham.
Yeah, J.C. Latham. And then they signed Dan Moore last year for a big contract, but Dan Moore is just nothing. Mm-hmm. So I think I would take Malioga and then play him at guard for this year, or just kick one of those other guys into guard and just let him run at tackle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you draft Jeremiah Love would do nothing for your team. Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Again, I think Tony Pollard wasn't good, but he kind of turned it on in the second half of the year. Got a little better. I think you can kind of plug and play a running back, and again, Jeremiah Love is getting a lot of love, no pun intended. But how much does he help?
Right. I agree. So then my next Giants. The Giants are interesting because they're linked to a few guys.
I see Jeremiah Love for them too.
Yeah, I really can't. If they pick Jeremiah Love, they deserve to fucking never be good again. I love Jeremiah Love.
I don't know.
I know. And it's funny because I might just pick other random positions for him that they probably aren't the best that they need. They're really heavily linked to Sonny Styles, linebacker, Caleb Downs, safety, so 2 non-premium positions, and then also wide receiver. So probably either Carnell Tate, and then they've been heavily linked to Jordan Tyson as well, the wide receiver from Arizona State. Mm-hmm. So I think you can get one of the receivers with the next pick. So I would assume they pick defense first. Caleb Downs, I'm not the biggest fan of doing this high, but knowing the Giants, they're the Giants, so I'm going to pick Caleb Downs for them.
Nice. Love that. So, again, I'll go with Schrager's got Fernando Mendoza, David Bailey, Arvo Reese, Jeremiah Love 4, Francis Mayoga at 5, and then that's it so far. So, we got for 6. Browns. The Browns are up. Can the Browns who said they're going to be starting Deshaun Watson, QB1, apparently.
Yeah.
More adversity for Shador, unfortunately.
Well, sometimes you got to beat the starter. No, he was hurt.
True, yeah.
You can't just take his job away.
You cannot lose your job to injury or other misconduct. No way.
Yeah,
that's not right.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been heavily rumored that not Giants. God, I keep saying the wrong team. The Browns really want to trade down. I don't know who's going to trade up. I think maybe a team would if Sonny Styles, if they really are a fan of him. Maybe they want to get Ruben Bain or Jeremiah Love. It's possible. I just don't necessarily see it. So I think I'll stick and pick. In between, for me, it's wide receiver or offensive line for him.
Yes, 100%.
I think they can get receiver later. They could get off the line later too, but like you really need to shore up that O-line more. So I think I'll pick Spencer Fano. I think he can do a little bit of everything. Like he can. They've been like put him at center even. So like he can go pretty much any position you want him to. So like you can figure some other stuff out. You still have other offensive line positions. Then you can kind of just put him wherever. I would assume guard, but maybe right tackle too.
Yeah, Sugar has and kind of the same thing. Where I agree. I think he's very versatile in that, where it's kind of rare. I mean, I don't know. Again, you don't really want to waste your 6th pick on someone who's like not kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. But again, it's also kind of good if he can be effective in all of those. That you have a guy who can move around. If you next year or later in the draft you get a tackle that falls to you or a guard, okay, we can move this guy now to the other one. So yeah, I still think if Francis Mayuga falls to the Browns, they'd probably be happy taking him all day. But yeah, I think Spencer Fano is probably a good pick. I think offensive line makes more sense than receiver still. I still just don't believe. I mean, the receivers are good, but they're not like. Again, 6th pick it was one of the most loaded classes. But Jamar Chase was the 6th pick, right? Like, there's better receivers. I think you can get 6. I mean, League Neighbors I think was the 6th pick. Like, I don't think these guys. I mean, maybe they will be, but I don't think Carnell Tate does not run any of League Neighbors.
Right, and I don't even know if Tate would even be the first. I
was saying, even the guy from Arizona State does not remind me of Weak Neighbors.
Right, 100%. 100% agree. All right, Washington next. He can go a few places. It's like, this is what I hate about doing mocks, because it's like, I don't know if Sonny Styles is going to fall this far even, but it's like, I don't even know if I would take him. And I don't even know if they would take him. Like, I think they would probably go with Jeremiah Love. I really like Washington with Jeremiah Love. I'm not the biggest really? Bill Krosky fan of all time. I think if you can pair Jaden Daniels and Jeremiah Love, like that run game would be unbelievable. Like such a threat. So they need receiver too, but you still have Terry. I think you can probably hold off on receiver, probably get that later. Running back, there's no running backs in this draft. So I think get a dynamic weapon. And plus, if what's his name does get hurt again, if you're scared about that, at least you have Love that can kind of control the offense, like in one aspect when he's gone. So
yeah, I think that would be sick. So Trigger has Sonny Styles that you mentioned who might fall, who might not, but like, yeah, they do need defense. Their defense was pretty putrid last year, and I wouldn't if they pick Sonny Styles, I wouldn't be like that's a bad pick. But again, not an edge rusher. He's an impact player, but not like you said, he's an off-ball linebacker.
Yeah. Like,
does that really change your team? While I think adding Jeremiah Love and with Jaden Daniels, that offense becomes super dynamic.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Saints, they're an odd one. I would probably pick Sonny Styles. However, I feel like they really want to take another wide receiver. I don't know why I have that feeling, but I feel like they do. I feel like they really like Carnell Tate, and that's where I'm going to go.
Ooh, first receiver off the board, Carnell Tate. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Saints are always one of those weird franchises where I think like if Jeremiah Love does fall, they would probably pick him, I'd imagine. But yeah, I think they do. I mean, they're also a team that's like, dude, we got our QB1. Like, he's our guy. And I do think Shuck is pretty good. You don't move on from him at all. But yeah, I think, again, you have to hope that Carnell Tate is a game record at 8. If you spend that much capital. So
for sure.
He's definitely good.
For sure, yeah. And then you pair him, another wide receiver from Ohio State, obviously, with what's his name? Now his name's forgetting me. Yeah, Olave.
Olave, baby.
He's a different type of receiver. Tate's more of like the bigger guy. He's definitely. I mean, he's better than like just like a contested catch guy, obviously, but different type of receiver. So I think they could fit well together. I feel like people saying like high floor, like good route running, So he should be at least good. And like you're only in to be theoretically wide receiver 2 for right now. So like that should be fine. Like I said, I'd probably go Styles. I might have Styles out of the top 10, which is crazy because he might be the best player in the draft. But
probably, or not probably, but maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. But with the Chiefs up, I feel like
Everyone links them to receiver.
I don't know. Like, everyone loves to give receivers and stuff to the Chiefs just because of Mahomes. It's every year they do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And occasionally you'll get a receiver.
Running back, maybe.
Yeah, and then it's like they rarely ever do it. So, I think I'm going to go defense for them. Even though if I was picking, I would probably pick Jordan Tyson for him. But I think I'm going to go Ruben Bain. I think they need an edge.
Really?
They need an edge. I think Bain gives you a lot of power off the edge. I think get to the passer. You have Chris Jones. His career's kind of going down. Obviously not the same position, but I think Bain can kind of go in and outside a little bit. So, make up for what you're losing in Jones a little bit. Get that pass rushing specialist to go on the edge. He'll win. He doesn't have a ton of moves as a pass rusher, but he's still good, and he's really good at run defense too. So I don't really think you could go wrong with Bain. Obviously, people don't love his arm length, and as I mentioned earlier, the other issues. But he's still a very good player, and I know he's a lot of people's top defensive player. So to get him here, I don't think they'd really want to pass on that. Like I said, they could go they can go other ways. They can go receiver. I think they can go even. I know they're good at linebacker, but they could take some of these styles. Who cares? They could go corner. They just lost their corners. Monster Delane would be really good for them. Is it weird the Chiefs actually have a lot of holes? It feels interesting. Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, damn, dude, they hit this draft pick, they're back in it, even though they have so many holes, and I don't think they actually are. Again, it's like we said last year, until the Chiefs lose their loss, I still don't believe it, which is funny. But just Ruben Bain comes in, he's a star, and I think the Chiefs are contending for Super Bowl already, but obviously probably not. But yeah, I think Ruben Bain's the pick. Again, if he had 2 inches longer arms, he'd be the consensus probably first overall pick, which is funny. Or not first overall, but first non-quarterback taken. But yeah, I think literally the short arms thing is the only thing holding him back. Again, it's crazy.
Yeah. And then round out the top 10, Giants are back up. And this is interesting because like I said, I really don't think Sonny Styles would be here. But if they are, it's you can transform your defense with an amazing safety and an amazing linebacker. Like I said, you just lost into your D line, so you're gonna need a linebacker that can actually do a lot for you probably, and Sonny Styles can do that. So I'd probably go there. I have a feeling if it was here though, I really think the Giants are gonna go wide receiver and then one defensive player with their 2 picks. But that's not what we're doing here. We're going with Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles, okay. But if not, you'd go with probably the guy from Arizona State. I keep forgetting his name.
Jordan Tyson, yeah.
Jordan Tyson.
They really like him, apparently. Jordan Tyson recently just had a workout a few days ago, and apparently everyone's good with his medicals. That was the issue with him, his medicals. He's been hurt every year, but it's been different injuries. So I think they're saying he's fine. So now everyone's like, all right, well, if he's fine, then he's going to go, he's gonna go as a top receiver, 15. Maybe, And it's funny, it's sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, no one really mentioned him until, I feel recently until that got cleared. And they're like, oh, he's definitely top 15. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's I picked Carnell Tate as the number 1 receiver. I like the other 2 better, I think, to be honest with you. I think Tate is probably, like I said, the safest guy. But I really like Mekhi Lemon out of USC. He had a weird combine where he was people would say he was looking crazy and shit and having weird interviews.
Staring at people in the camera? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I just heard someone who was he'd answer stuff and he'd just be like,
yeah. So
sexy guys, dude. He was just trying to, he was trying to look, I don't know, trying to maybe imagine them without their underwear, and he, got a little,
right.
They might look too strong,
Yeah. So I really like him. Like I said, he's really good. He's only 5'11", but he plays bigger than that. He's very physical, very good after the catch, very good route runner. If he's fine, between the head, I really don't see a scenario where he fails in the NFL personally. So I do really like him. And then Jordan Tyson, I think is really good too. He's a really good route runner, big, physical. He's like, it's weird. He's like physical, but then also like sometimes he's not. So it's like you're a little weary with him, just because he's been injured so often. You don't know like if he's gonna hold up, but like I said, as a player, I think he's better than Tate. So you can see any of those guys go in 3 different directions. And again, that's probably part of the reason why the draft isn't so hyped. It's like there's a lot of guys, but it's just like no consensus on like who is going to be the top.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it's like because it is a deep-ish draft in terms of like you're going to get solid talent, but no game changer. I mean, again, there's always a game changer in every draft. It seems like you just can't predict it. But like I said, no consensus game changer and no quarterback debate. I think leads to okay, this draft is just a draft, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to go through all the teams, obviously.
Yeah, no, I was going to read off who you got. So you had the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza, Jets taking Arvell Reese, Cardinals taking David Bailey, Titans taking Francis Mayuga, Giants taking Caleb Downs, Browns taking Spencer Fano, Commanders taking Jeremiah Love, Saints getting Carnell Tate, Chiefs going with Ruben Bain, and Giants with their second pick going with Sonny Styles. If the Giants do come out with those 2 defensemen, that team's sick.
Yeah, and like obviously they're gonna have a high second round pick.
Yeah.
Like so, you already have your number 1 receiver. You just got, not that he's like a sure thing, but you just got Isaiah Likely, which you assume is going to be better for you in the passing game. Yeah, and there's guys you can get later at wide receiver. Like you already have your number 1. You don't need to spend a top 10 pick on a receiver. So
no, not at all.
Or a running back for that matter. I know, like you said, they've been linked to Jeremiah Love, but it's like, dude, you already have 2 guys that are like solid. I can't see why you would do that.
No. Okay, well, let's get to the bread and butter here. Going Bears. Bears, who do you have going at top 20, at 25? Who, I guess, I mean, it'd probably be the same, but who would you be the most delighted with the Bears get that's realistic? And then who would you be content with? I guess what position needs the Bears need first off?
All right, yeah, we can go through that first. And you can add to this, of course.
Of course.
The Bears technically don't need a lot. There are a few positions where they could upgrade significantly. You don't necessarily need a center. They're not going to take a center in the first round, I'll tell you that. Well, I can't tell you that. Maybe they do. I mean, maybe they take a guy like, where is he? Caleb Lomu from Utah, where he's been kicked inside to center, being practiced there. Maybe you do that and play him at left tackle for this year. That'd be weird if that was the case. That'd be very odd. They have been meeting with tackles, so it's not out of the question. They met with him. They met with Max. Oh, man, I don't know how to say his name.
Just rip it.
Hachinor. I don't even know.
ENHR, probably ENHR or something like that. I don't know. But yeah,
I've heard it said, and I like practiced it. Now that I'm here, I can't
tackle
remember.
Tackle for Arizona State. Another Arizona State player.
Ian Hachinor. I don't know. Ian Hachinor. All right, Max Ian Hachinor.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough.
So they met with those 2. I think they might have met with Caden Proctor as well. So obviously tackle is on the board. I wouldn't go there if I was them personally. Maybe they have the medicals on the big man. God, my name's... Who's the left tackle from last year that they drafted?
Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, I can't think of it.
Oh my god, I can picture his stupid face. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, we're terrible Bears.
We're so bad. Oh, I can't be...
You're
I'm not the names guy. You gotta be the names guy.
Oh god, dude. I'm just thinking of the freaking Canadian Eagle. Not him. Yeah, you'll get him. You'll get him quick.
Ozzy Trapillo.
That's it, Trapillo, yes.
Ozzy Trapillo, yeah. So, maybe they have the medicals on him where they're like, he's not going to get better or whatever. Who knows? Like, he had a pretty bad injury, and he's obviously not going to start the season, so maybe they go there. I would, personally. I still think Braxton Jones is serviceable for now. And then if you need a tackle, you just get it next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's me personally. Obviously, D-line, edge or D-tackle, that's in play. I agree with what I've been seeing some other people say, and just based on what Ryan Poles said in the past, where I don't know if they think that D-line is as bad as fans want them to think it is. Like, I think that they believe... I think that they believe in the guys that they got there. Like, you heard Ryan Poles talking about Shamar Turner, like, coming up. Like, he thought he was going to be on that same projection of the Ozzie Trapillo, the Colson Lovelands, where they all got better at the end of the season. He said that he thought that was going to happen. Like, I still think that they believe that Austin Booker is something. Like, you got a half a year out of him that was good.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he's healthy now. So, I don't know if they view it as, like, a desperate need.
I think Sweat turned it on kind of at the end of the year. Last few games, Montez Sweat was definitely more effective, especially in the playoffs. But yeah, I don't know. That's something they think. I mean, they obviously paid him. We gave him trade for him and everything. But I imagine that's who they think can lead it. But yeah, I don't know. I still feel like they need an edge rusher. But yeah, I guess if you're saying we're content.
No, I agree. Like, they definitely need him. I'm just saying I don't know if they think that it's the biggest need in the world. Like, where it's like, holy shit, we need one right now. You know.
Yeah.
And then you can get one in the second, like, whatever. And then there's secondary. The secondary is still, like, half complete. Like, you still don't have a starting safety, or a strong safety.
Nope.
You don't. I mean, your cornerback 2 at this point is Tyreek Stevenson, which you didn't want to get on the field at the end of the year last year at all. And you let like I said previously, you let the guy who was in his place just walk for less than $6 million. So clearly you don't think that highly of Tyreek Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
So I think corner is a very sneaky one that people probably aren't talking about that much.
I agree.
Which they can get a few guys there, and then, like I said, safety. So I would say it's going to be either tackle, D-line, or safety or corner, which is a lot of different positions, I guess. But I don't think it's going to be – it's not going to be obviously quarterback, wide receiver, running back, most of the O-line. I really don't think they go O-line like with that.
They would go interior D-line, though. They'd probably go edge, right, you'd say? Or do you think they can go interior, too? I mean, it doesn't hurt, I guess. It's not like they're
It's like, who do you have on the interior that's like, who's going to stop him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anyone that I believe in. Like, Javon Dexter is okay, but he's going to be coming on to his end of his contract after this year, I'm pretty sure. So, obviously, you haven't re-signed him. I don't know if you're going to re-sign him because he's probably not as good as what he'll get paid. And, obviously, you have fucking old man alongside him.
Oh, dude. Big boy, dude? Andrew Billings?
No. Billings is gone. Grady Jarrett.
Oh, Grady. Yeah, true. Grady's back. Yeah.
Who wasn't that good last year.
Terrible.
So
really bad, actually.
Like, I think you can go interior. I think you can go exterior. And then you still have what's his name, but he can play kind of tweener. Oh my god, the dude from that everyone makes fun of. He's hungry this year, whatever.
Oh, dude, Amagaji.
No, not Amagaji.
That's Dio Dingbo.
Dio Dingbo, yeah.
Hungry Dio Dingbo. That's probably the last thing we said on our podcast.
Yeah. So it's just like a bunch of meh, right? It's just like a bunch of like this is serviceable, but like obviously you can upgrade anything, I think.
Yeah, it's tough too because I think, and you can go into. I would be happy if they got Caden Proctor. I think he's probably the best tackle talent. I don't know. In my opinion, I think he's the best tackle talent in the draft. But at the same time, it's like, was that an upgrade though? Because your tackle was decent last year. Like Ozzie Trapillo was pretty good, especially towards the second half of the season. Really good. And it's like, that doesn't really transform your team. So it's like, much as I want Caden Proctor because I think he is the best talent out of those guys we mentioned. I mean, unless someone crazy falls, and that could happen. But like, it sucks because it's like, yeah, you get an awesome tackle, but it's not like you need to. It's not like last year you were terrible because you didn't have a tackle, or we were terrible, but it wasn't like you didn't win the playoffs because you didn't have a tackle. It's because your defense kind of shat the bed a little bit. So Yeah, it sucks because again, if my pick, I would be Proctor, but again, it's not really an upgrade.
Right. Yeah, and like I said, they definitely can go tackle. Like that's definitely on the board.
Who would you be happy with for their pick? Who's like your top 3 guys? You'd be like, yeah, hell yeah. Obviously, you could say, they got, Arvell Reese, but no, we're not doing that. We're doing like realistic.
Ruben Banefall. That was weird.
Yeah.
No.
This one doesn't find a place for Caleb Downs.
Yeah. So oddly enough, and this is usually not how I operate at all. I think the top guy that I'm like, hell yeah, like I want them to draft is Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, safety out of Toledo.
Hell yeah.
Which, it's like, safety in the first round, not my favorite thing to do. But it's like, okay, you need a strong safety. He can play strong safety. He gets a ton of turnovers. He forced a shit ton of fumbles last year and had a bunch of interceptions. It's like, obviously you're playing lesser competition. That's one thing. But we just saw, what's his name, come out.
Top pulling names, dude. Come on, man. Stop trying to do this. Yeah, the dude from Toledo, yes.
Yes.
Eagle,
the cornerback. Right? Yeah, yes. Okay. Yes. So obviously he's very good. So that makes me less... I mean, it makes me okay, right? Like, I'm okay now with a Toledo safety.
Quinyon Mitchell, baby.
Yes, Quinyon Mitchell. So they desperately need this position. He's going to do everything that the Bears like. He's going to hit. Like, he's going to take the ball away. He's going to kind of control that safety presence that you need that you haven't. Like, Brisker was good at it, but, like, he's been such in and out. Like, if he can stay healthy, McNeil-Warren's better than him, like I would say. So, yeah. Like, you're going to get an upgrade to Brisker. Like, does similar things, but just does it better. Like, I think that's good to have for him. And, like, the reason I go to him is, like, I'm, like, I don't want to say it's for sure, but it's, like, I'm more confident that he's going to be, like, a good, solid player than I am with, like, a lot of these other guys where I'm, like, I expect him to be good, but, like, I don't know. Like, you see a lot of, like, these end of the first round guys just do nothing, especially on the D-line where, like, you get hyped for him and then they're just, like, an average to whatever, like, rotational player. And I don't want that. I want a starter that it's going to be starting every game for 5 years,
Yeah, it doesn't need to be, it's super dynamic, but, like, someone's like, okay, that guy's dependable, that guy's there, that's our guy.
Yeah.
That would be great, especially that late. But, yeah, is Toledo DBU if he, Bears get him?
Maybe.
Safety U. Or, I guess, corner. Yeah, I haven't really read about him, but I was looking at names, like, that guy's got a cool name, and he said his name, I was like, oh, nice. So, okay, if he's not there, or if, let's say they don't go with him, who's your number 2? Let's go to top 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think the next would be D-line for me specifically. So, it's weird because Akeem Mesidor is a hot name. Brian Poles mentioned him by name when someone asked him a question, which I feel like that means he's probably not that interested in him,
Mm-hmm.
Because he talked about, like, NIL. He's an old prospect. He's 25, right?
Ooh,
he's 25.
Stinky.
But he had an unbelievable year last year. Like, some people say he had better tape than Bain did last year. He's just old. And it's like, you'll get him for his rookie contract, he'll be 30. Then you get him for like a few more years after that, maybe 3. Like, okay, that's I guess that's good. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, honestly, if you can get like a guy that can rush the passer, he's gonna be in his prime. You don't have to pay him that much. Like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
so
true.
I'd like him. I feel like I see him go a lot earlier than that, so it's hard to say he'll be there. So if he wasn't there, there's just like a bunch of other like pass rushers that seem to fit. Dennis Allen, like Keldrick Falk, he's a bigger guy that can rush the passer. Cassius Howell's okay.
So you don't want a lineman, you want defense?
Zion. Yeah, it's just like how long can we just not take defense, right? That's
what I was saying. Like, Caden Proctor, I think, is the best there available if those 3 are. But again, maybe not. Maybe Emmanuel Warren is. It's like it's tough because again, but getting Kane Proctor's not upgrading your team much. I think Ozzy Trapello was so solid that Kane Proctor could be a superstar. Who knows? He's one of the top offensive linemen ranked, but how much is that really improving your team?
Yeah. I think the best argument for offensive line would be like, I don't really think you'll get a startable tackle going after the first round, like from where they are. I think you can get starters at every other position. Safety, you can get a starter. You can get a starting D end in the second round. You can probably get a D tackle or corner, whatever you want. So that would be the argument there for taking them that high. But for me, I just wouldn't even take one. that's the thing. So it's like if you're gonna take one, okay, do it in the first, I guess. But I just wouldn't take one and just let it ride with what you got for right now, personally.
Yeah, I think you start building defense, and again, I don't know if this year's the Super Bowl year really. So like maybe it is, but like you gotta start building some defensive guys, and then find because if you get a lineman, then your defense still has holes next year. What are you trying to fill? Like it just becomes, I think, harder to fill in free agency next year, in the draft next year. And then I don't want to look 2 years ahead, like some loser franchise, but or even let's say it's trade deadline. Like I think you can plug people in a little bit better, or find some different talent. Where like if you do a defense, you kind of fill some stuff. Okay, that's our guy now. We have that. We're just tackling. It's like, okay, now Trapello's back. Do we move him to a guard position? Do we move him to tackle? Like, you're not going to get rid of Darnell Wright at that point. So now you just have a kind of a guy. Like, do you trade him? I don't know. I think you definitely have a lot more questions if you go tackle.
Right. I agree. Well, that's what I was like. Maybe they want to go Fano, because then it's like, all right, maybe after a year, if Trapello is back, like, you can kick him to center. Not Trapello, Fano to center. But if he's not back, then you have your left tackle, and you could just get a new center. Not Fano.
Exactly.
No, Caleb Lamu.
Sounds like the Browns. Maybe falls, dude, from 5 to 25.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think whatever you go, you're going to get a combination of those in the second round as well. I would, like I said, I think corner is definitely a bigger need than people realize. So I don't know. They can go safety. They can get a linebacker even. Like, I wouldn't question that. Like, I know you just signed a guy, but it's not like it's. Oh my God! Why am I so bad with names today?
Hey, it's been a month since we did it.
It has been a month. I'm out of touch. Fucking, who's the linebacker guy that they've had on the team for fucking 3 years?
Edwards?
TJ Edwards, yeah. Right. Obviously, he's been up and down. He's been hurt. Like, I think they extended him, but like you can get out of that, I think, at the end of next year. So, linebacker wouldn't be out of the question for me. I think the linebacker class in this draft is actually pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely more stacked than usual, especially off ball, which again is not a valuable position, but it's definitely pretty deep.
Yeah. So, like, the second round, like I said, I can see them doing a handful of things. There's some safeties there.
I was going to say, if you're the GM, obviously say everyone imaginable is available. Like, not everyone, but, your guys that you said. Who are you going, corner, or are you going safety, first pick, second pick, 2 second picks, and the third? Give me the top 3 rounds. What are you going with? Just position. You don't need any player. Just position. Keep it quick.
Sure.
Fire it out. We got safety first pick.
If it was safety first pick, I would probably go D-line in the second. Probably edge. There's more edges in the second. So do that. And then maybe another corner. Like, honestly, like, it wouldn't be crazy to me to just double up on secondary. If you do D-line in the first round, I think you could double D-line, honestly, and then pick a safety in the second. I really do think they need to take a safety with one of these picks. Like,
yeah,
I don't think
safety.
Right.
Who's their starting safety besides Byard? Do they even have Byard? Right? Yeah, they do. Right?
No, they don't have Byard.
No, they don't. Who's their safety?
It's the dude from it's Kobe Bryant.
Oh yeah, it's Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Kobe. Okay, that's fair. But yeah, other than that, it's like, who else you got? So.
Yeah. And there's some guys like at safety like that are solid in the second round. So honestly, it's like, as much as I like McNeil Warren, it's like, if you're doing like the cause and effect of or whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah, the effect of it.
Yeah, like, I think you'd be probably a more solid team if you didn't take safety in the first round. And I know it's crazy to say, I don't think wide receiver is off the table in the second round.
I was going to say that, yeah. I mean, because they were all going with Luther and Rome as 1-2 or 2-1. Yeah, I mean, it's not like Khalif Raymond's coming in and being like, I'm wide receiver 3. Like, I can't imagine that's what Ben Johnson's saying in training camp. Obviously, you have Loveland, who's probably wide receiver 2 or 3. But, yeah, I mean, it's not like, you lose DJ Moore, that's a big target to lose. It wasn't like he was some schlub. So, yeah, I don't know. You imagine Rome grows and Luther Burden grows. But, yeah, if you can get receivers, it's a pretty deep receiver draft in terms of, like, just decent talent. So, yeah, I don't hate getting a wide receiver 3 there who could probably definitely be a 2.
Yeah.
Even a third-round pick, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like you said, it's like you one injury away from who's your second receiver.
Yeah, Khalif Raymond, probably.
Like, right, and it's like him as or the fucking free agent for.
Stop pulling names.
I know. I can't think of anybody's name. It's so fucking bad. I can't. Number 20, dude.
Number 20 for is receiver?
Yes. Or no, number 10. No, Bird.
Jaylen Walker, dude?
Jaylen Walker.
Yeah.
Was he number 10?
I don't know.
Yes, Jaylen Walker. It's either
number 9.
Is he number 9? No fucking
changed it? That's Brisker's number, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Maybe he changed the number. I think Luther Bird was number 10, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he was.
Luther Bird was 10.
So I thought he was 20. Anyway.
Maybe it was. That's terrible for a receiver.
Yeah. So like him maybe, Like so that's why I'm like I think
Jade, dude.
They might go wide receiver with one of those picks. Center is obviously still on the table. I think that's more of a third round pick. I think they could trade up in the third round and get one of these centers. Mm-hmm. Like I know they were heavily involved in Kansas State's pro day when they went to go check out their center. Sam Hecht, Jake Slaughter from
good name.
From Florida. A lot of people like him. And then Logan Jones, people say he might be the best center, but he's a little bit older. So like all those guys are like third rounders probably, maybe second rounders. So like maybe they trade up in the third to secure the guy they like. But I could see center with one of those picks too.
Yeah. I think that's at least the Bears have options where it's not clear. I mean, again, they do have clear holes, nothing crazy though, which I guess is a good thing, right? Where it's like, again, usually it's not like they need a tackle or this team is done for. Again, I do think they need defensive help. I don't know if Poles thinks they don't, which would be kind of shocking. Or not defensive help, but at least D-line help. But I think it should be fun to see, and definitely good to have several day 2 picks where you can kind of tune in and watch, which would be nice. Yeah,
absolutely. And hey, who knows? Maybe they draft a Hall of Famer with one of these picks. You never know.
Yeah, maybe they draft a serial killer here.
That's very true. That's very true.
Probably less odds than that.
Well, yeah, probably.
How many second round Hall of Famers versus how many second round? There has one.
Serial killer round? Or just killer?
How much is for serial?
3.
3? Is it Aaron Hernandez second rounder? Is he first rounder? Did he get 3? I think
he was not a first rounder.
2 confirmed for sure.
Yeah. I think there was a serial
also
killer.
Also, good Hall of Famer. He was up there.
I think there was a serial killer that played for Green Bay at some point.
Yeah, he was like a big one, I think.
Yeah. There's not many serial killers, but just straight killers.
Is drafted in the 4th round. Okay, 4th round, Hall of Fame ratio probably a lot less.
True.
So probably more odds Bears draft in the Hall of Fame, hopefully. So again, especially when you have 3 picks in those two days. Either way, exciting. Good to be back. Good to pod again. We feel we're back. Again, we'll try to do weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, but we'll be here. We're never going away.
We'll be here at least next week. So
yes, 100% there. So we'll definitely see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.